your lady, you say, look, babe, don't worry about nothing today. I got the kids, you go do whatever you want to do. Sounds great. Sounds like the perfect plan, right? Go get a facial, massage, do what you want. Here's the bad thing about Daddy Day. I'm not qualified to watch my kids by myself. I'm not, but I understand that. I'm man enough to own up to that. The reason why, I don't have the patience that women have. Your patience is unbelievable. You guys can beat a kid, go back to reading a book, then you can go smile, get on the phone. I can't do that. I really get upset. I try to be nice. I try to start off nice when I'm trying to discipline my kids or tell them what to do. Hey, no. Hey, come here, get off. Hey, no. Look at me. No. Hey, put the thing. Hey, no. Please.
Oh, man.
Kids press my buttons. Kids make you angry. Kids can make you angry. I don't know why. My son, I'm telling you, my son doesn't make me laugh. When my son get mad, he throw a temper. This is my son throwing a temper. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what it means, but it scares me. All right. It's scary. I got scared one day. I thumped him. Stop. I threw his equilibrium off. He didn't know what to do. My daughter's a different ball game though. I don't know why, maybe my daughter got me wrapped around her finger. She's spoiled. I spoil her on purpose. I'm supposed to. I'm dad. Crazy thing though, she knows she got me wrapped around her finger. Like she know how to play me and her mom against each other. It's amazing to me. Like the other day she came into the room, she hit me with the soft voice. She was like, Dad, can I have a cookie? I was like, yeah, baby, come on, let's go get a cookie. I grabbed my daughter's hand, I start walking towards the kitchen to get a cookie. Out of nowhere, all I heard was this: don't give her no cookie. It scared me. I didn't know what to do, I just stopped. I stayed still. Because I didn't know who said it. I was like, Jesus, why would you say that? She can have a cookie. I'm gonna tell you how smart my daughter is. My daughter's so smart, she didn't fall out, she didn't have a tantrum. My daughter looked at me, she was like, Dad, I thought you was the man of the house. When she said that, I didn't know what to do, so I got mad, I snapped. I was like, what you mean she can't have no damn cookie? Well, why don't you buy the cookies and can't nobody have a cookie? I'm shutting the whole cookie operation down. That's what I did. You know how I shut it down? I got the cookies, got a ladder, put the cookies on top of the refrigerator, then I hid the ladder. Reason why I need the ladder, because we small in my house. You need a ladder to get to everything. Don't judge me, sir, just because your arms are longer than mine. I'm a human. You know what else makes me laugh about my daughter, man? My daughter, she got friends now. She had the age where she got other friends. 4 or 5-year-old girls running around the house. I babysit them, I watch them by myself, I don't mind. It's a lot of pressure, though, watching other people's kids. A lot of pressure. Nothing worse than giving somebody back their baby messed up. You ever get somebody back their baby in a condition that they didn't give you that they didn't give you the baby in? I'm talking about to the point where you gotta explain something to them before they see their baby. Hey, wait, real quick, before you see your baby. Your baby had 2 eyes, right? Okay, all right. Long story short, gas went off in the kitchen, blew your baby face off. No, everybody else ran except your baby. Y'all don't run in your house? No? That's my thing. I panic too much when it comes to dealing with my kids. I'm not gonna lie, I make mistakes. I'm not the best parent in the world. I forgot to feed my kids one time. I'm being honest, I don't like to lie. I'm gonna tell you why. PlayStation 3 just came out, right? I'm watching my kids, but I'm playing the game. They crying all day. So in my mind, I'm like, they got attitudes, they spoiled. Okay? They spoiled, they got attitudes, I'm not gonna deal with this stuff all day. So my lady came home, she was like, why they crying? I was like, because they spoiled and they got attitudes. That's why they crying. And she was like, well, did they eat? I was like, damn it. I ate, but they didn't say nothing when I ate. They just... My son was just looking at me.
He's so stupid.
I love him. I swear, I cannot stop laughing sometimes.
I can watch his stand-ups all over again. Every time they sound funnier each time. So so I played that clip. I want to know what Daddy Day is like in your household.
My household, Daddy Day. Honestly, because my kids pretty much get away with anything with their dad. For them, Daddy Day is probably real good. Well, of course, Belale, she is only 8 weeks, so she doesn't know yet. Well, no, she's starting to learn. But my son, he liked Daddy Day. Because his daddy, can I have a cookie? Daddy, can I have some juice? Daddy, can you order this game? Daddy, can you do this? Daddy, can you do that? And guess what Daddy always say? Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Yeah, sure. Go. Yes, no, go ahead. So, Daddy Day in my house doesn't happen that often because I don't, really
Right.
leave that much unless I go to work. But Daddy Day in my house, if I ask my son, he would probably say that's the best thing.
Okay.
Do you feel like your son ever plays off of the two of you?
He tried that. He doesn't do that now. He tried that before, and he tried that because Mommy would say, okay, it's time to go to bed. I'm sorry, take that back. Daddy would say it's time to go to bed, and then he'll come in the room and say, Mommy, do I have school tomorrow? Or, Mommy, can I sleep with the light on? Or can I do this? Something that his dad has already told him not to.
Right.
He even got me in trouble one time
Uh-oh.
because Daddy told him something. I didn't know though, but Daddy told him something, and I'm like, no, you can do it. And then he said, but Daddy said no. I said you can do it, but not thinking that Daddy really did say no.
Mhm.
I think he was just testing to see if it was okay to do. But yeah, he's definitely tried it. But see, me and Daddy had to come together and realize, oh, we're trying to play the both of us.
Right.
So
That's what children
it's
do,
normal.
though.
Yeah, it's
Children
normal.
does
That's
that.
They test those waters.
Yes.
Trust
Do it if you let it.
Right.
You let 'em.
Mm-hmm.
me.
So a lot of people say that boys are mama's boys and girls are daddy's girls. Is that true in your household?
It is. It is.
How can you see that already in Layla?
And Lele, because Lele does this now, I guess, curling or smiling or goo gagaing, but it's normally when her dad comes around. And she, of course, she knows his face because it's very distinct. He has the beard and he says certain things to her. They have a song. He sings to her and he calls her daddy's girl. So I think she already has that feeling that, maybe it's a presence of a male, but I don't know, she probably feels protected or she feels super loved or something. I'm not sure. But I can already tell that he's gonna be like her life. Funny thing is, when it comes to my son, it's actually the same thing, but he is more, I would say, clingy towards me. So in my household, BJ probably would say I'm his favorite, maybe not, what he asked for. But definitely I think Lele, that daddy is gonna be her number one. Yeah, so I believe it.
But it always happens like that. You know that?
Does it?
It does. It really
It seems
does.
boys stay close to their moms and girls stay
Yeah.
close to their dads. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It
Not even
happens
just in
like that.
my household. I think
Yeah,
as
a
a whole.
lot of houses. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
From a male's perspective, I think a lot of it comes from the fact that mothers are more nurtured.
Mm-hmm.
So I think boys really cling to that.
Okay.
Because daddies don't do it as much to their sons as they do it to their daughters.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's where that connection gets deeper.
Uh-huh.
It's because, and I mean, I don't know why that is, but I'm sure you can ask many fathers. They'll tell you for some reason, I cling or I hold my daughter more. Like she'll lay on my chest more
Right.
while we sleeping and different things. I do so more with a girl than I do with a guy.
And that makes sense. If you think about it, okay, even in a relationship, you're going to seek the opposite of what you already have,
Yeah.
okay? So my daughter, she's a female,
Yeah.
right? So she wants that security. She wants that strength, that strong body, that daddy. My son, he's already a boy. He's going to become a man.
Yeah.
He wants that, like you said, nurturing.
Yeah.
That softness, that love, that kiss, that caress. So to me, it's just a natural thing.
That's the thing.
If you think about it,
Yeah, I don't think the dads would want their boys like come on, and they want them to be that
Yeah.
strong male. I
That
don't
is
think
true.
they're gonna be something that pampering their sons.
I'm going to give you an example.
Go ahead.
You and BJ.
Mm-hmm.
When BJ cries, what do you
Mhm.
do? You oh, come here, baby. No, don't cry.
Yeah, stop that crying.
He say, when you cry, when you're done, we'll talk. When you're done.
But you know what? I had to grow out of that. because in the beginning, I think I probably heard somebody tell me, I ain't gonna tell you who, it's a whole bad situation, but that person really would always be like, well, you baby him too much and things like that, because there are times when, in the beginning, when he would cry, I would still pick him up, but it wasn't to pick him up and to embrace him and pat him on the back and say whatever. It was to pick him up, and I started. Once I picked him up, I would look at him in the face and be like, "What? I can't understand you. Stop crying.
Right.
Stop crying and let's talk.
Yeah.
Stop crying." So in the beginning, I picked him up. Now he would just come to me and I'd be like, "Okay, I'll wait for you to get done."
Yeah.
You know. But it's still a learning process,
Right.
And I guess maybe it's different from a godfather and a father, because a father, or most fathers, and in this case, the father is there the whole time. Is there every day. So for a godfather to come into the picture, I'm not there all the time.
Right.
So I'm going to value the time that I do have with him. So
Right,
I
right.
will. We got pictures where. And I used to post pictures all the time where BJ fall asleep. We fall asleep on my chest.
Sure do. Yeah.
That was just because I didn't have no kids, and I embraced that moment, regardless of whether he was a male or female.
Right.
So it's different. Now, and from my perspective, I don't think that you ever grow out of that,
No.
because my dad used to say this all the time, and it's kind of different because my mom is not here. But even after my mom passed and I had other mother figures come in my life, I clung to them.
Right.
Because it was like, I need that role in my life.
Yes.
I still need somebody who's going to nurture me. I still need somebody who's going to love me differently than my father did.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you never grow out of that.
Yes.
So you never grow out of that. I think BJ will always be mama's boy.
Yeah.
He's just always going to be mama's boy. And Lele is always going to be daddy's baby girl.
Yes.
Yes.
So, wow. So what are some of the things you've learned, even from pregnancy with Lele and the pregnancy with BJ? What are some of the differences?
A lot of physical differences. I didn't gain much weight with either of my children, but I did notice that, and there's a saying, when you're pregnant with a female, that she steals your beauty. I can probably attest to that, because my skin was a little different with her. With him, it was a little better. Like I said, the weight thing wasn't an issue with either one, but I could tell my emotions were way more intense with my daughter. So I don't know if it was because I was double down with estrogen or what, but I was a little more sensitive. I did a lot more crying. I felt a little more needy. But those are just physical differences.
Yeah.
I really didn't have any other, differences, more similarities, to be honest.
After you have the first one, can you ever say you're somewhat ready for the next one?
That's kind of hard to say. For me personally, that second one, I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, I didn't see it. I honestly didn't see it. I actually said I didn't want to, because I felt like, I just want to nurture him, and I just want to love him, and I just want to take care of him, and I just want to, get him on out the way, get him situated before I have another, if I have another at that time. But as he got older, turned 5, 6, now 7, and now he really don't. He's still baby, right? But not really. He's a big boy now.
Yes.
So certain things he don't want to do. At certain times, mommy have to ask for a kiss versus I used to just get the kiss, right? So I started to think, like, you know what? Maybe I should. But it was really him that pushed me to have, because he wanted a sibling so bad. I mean, he prayed to God for his sister.
Oh.
He named her. He told God that he wanted her, he wished that she was his twin, or a twin. And I said, son, it's a little late for that, because you've already been born, and technically, twins are born at the same time. Well, she's here, and guess what? She's his twin. So he pretty much got everything that, he wanted.
That's something else he prayed for, sibling.
Oh, he prayed for her in
Wow.
real life, and will tell you about it.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
he's gonna be
Yes, he is.
He already is, guys. I'm
He's protecting her, huh?
very protective, very
Yes.
loving, and very attentive.
Yes.
That's what I love.
Yes.
Lele can make one squeak of a cry, and if he's upstairs, down, doesn't matter. He's running first. He get there before mom and dad.